Hi, everybody. Hi, hello, 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 everybody. This is Nicole Salah from Ellison Holistic. I am here today with our Thursdays with Nicole to discuss things that's going on in our world pertaining to our health and our emotions and things like that that helps us to get better, right? And so today we're talking about selfishness in the body, how selfishness affects the body, and how our mental thought process with selfishness affects us, affects our immune system, and the things alike. So that's what I'll be sharing and talking about today. I won't hold you very long. If you will do me a favor and like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share, it doesn't cost you a thing. Just do me a favor. Uh, like and share. Just get the information out. This is my offer to the world and my purpose to aid us to get better because everything that I talk about, I am doing as well. And usually it's something that's going on in my world and I get dealt with, and so I talk about it. And I know I'm not the only one that goes through certain situations, so I can't just think, oh, it's just happening to me, oh, it's just a singular situation and I'm the only one that's going through and So no, it's not like that. So I have to share. I have to give you the information so that we be healthy together. My me talking today. It's been one of those days, even though it's been beautiful outside. Absolutely gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And there's an interesting energy that's in our world today. I know, especially in Detroit, Michigan, and some of my other friends that's out and about, that's out in Louisiana, that's out in Georgia, that I've spoken to, where it's a bit interesting. It's a bit interesting, interesting things that are going on. So I want to talk about selfishness because, that title came up in my spirit with some things, again, that happened in conversation, right? So we think of being selfish is to be full of self, right? Everything pertaining to self. Everything pertaining to us and nothing else matters, right? That's the thought process, right? And so, in being selfish, we hear that all the time. You're being selfish and you're not thinking of nobody else. Everything you do is about you, and blah, 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 blah. And that goes into vanity, and that goes into what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. It'll come to me in a minute. But that goes along into vanity. So the selfishness, and then it goes into the vanity because it's all about us, right? And then there's the selfishness where you have to put yourself in a position in priority to make sure that you're handling your health, your wealth, your mental capacity, your emotional capacity, your physical capacity, your spiritual capacity, right? There is a level of selfishness that we may have, we have to have, right? And it's really self preservation. I wouldn't say selfish, but more so self preservation, right? And taking care of self because we are our own physician, really, and we are told to heal ourselves, right? And so we have to make ourselves priority in the game, in the grand scheme of things. So it is important, especially during this time, everything that I've been alluding to during this whole pandemic and years ago when I started to do Facebook Lives, I want to say like 216, 215, 216. And I would talk about building your immune system. I would talk about stress life. I would talk about building up your immunity. And if you remember, those that's been rocking with me and looking at my page for a while, we used to remember I would go swimming in the river at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I would post pictures after and make proclamations and suggestions for people to come on in, right? And to do things like that to build up your immunity way back then, right? And so we have to make sure that we're handling our bodies in a way that we are in self-preservation mode. I am one that always will try to help others, right? Adjust this chair. Help others. And sometimes I don't put myself in priority. And so I will go and handle your issue, because I don't feel like dealing with mine, right? And so by me not wanting to deal with mine right then, I go into helping people to solve their issues, right? But as I began to learn and grow and mature, I couldn't really help them until I started helping myself. Being the type of person that I am, and the people that are like me that are set to be helpers, that are set to be aiders in healing, aiders in restoration and reform and recovery, we have to be so careful, even being mom, dad, caregiver, right? Helper, aid, because we may not go by these other titles, right? So we have to make sure and ensure that we are taking care of self, that we are paying attention to what we put in our mind, what we receive, because we are the ones that go out there and we get a lot of ridicule. We get a lot of feedback, a lot of fever, a lot of fire, and not all the time direct, right? Never really too much direct to the face or to the ear, but we feel the energy from those people, and the things that was said always come back, right? And so some of us don't know how to choose live mode. Okay, it's chosen. Some of us don't know how to cast off that energy, cast off those emotions, right? And it's essential to our immune health, essential for every last one of us, that takes on, and we hear certain things and it becomes a part of our psyche because it goes into our ear gate, and we then deal with it right then, and we then junk it out and then say over and over again the truth about what that situation was. So now that's like in the back of the mind, and it's seeping down into your spirit, excuse me, and then into the heart, right? And then it's in your subconscious. So now we start to think of these things that people said, and at times we get tormented with it, and then we wonder, are they right? Right? And then we might be having an identity crisis at the time. We might be going through really awakening who we are and beginning to unlearn all of the bad habits that we used to have. All of that plays a part on our immune system. All of it. All of that plays a part on how we heal, how we recover, how we do in our bodies. All of that is important, right? So if you don't, you know how people, you look up and be like, oh my God, they were doing so well. They were this and that. And then all of a sudden, to us, they had cancer. All of a sudden, they had MS. All of a sudden, they had lupus, right? Parkinson's, right? All these other debilitating diseases of the body that could have been circumvented if we began to be self-aware and to make ourselves a priority, right? Because we want everybody to make it. We want everybody to get on the ship. We want everybody to be safe. We want everybody to be saved. I got to forgive my little fur. We want all of that, right? We want everybody to be safe, but do we really? Some of us, we go to bat, and we'll overdo it and not take care of ourselves. That's all the point that I'm really getting at. We have to take care of ourselves, right? We got to secure our own face mask first, right? And we got to make sure that we're okay first, right? And I know you'd be like, oh, but that's my children, and that's my mom, and that's my dad, and that's my mom. But if you get sick and you get put down, then who's going to take care of you? Right? So we got to be so careful to sit in our awareness and say, you know what? I'm going a little bit too far. I'm overextending a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? I am overindulging and chewing this thing over in my spirit way too much. When us that follow biblically, We're supposed to think on certain things. That's what Philippians 4 is saying. True, trustworthy, praiseworthy, braggadociously worthy. You know what I'm saying? That's full of faith, that's full of good report, right? And then we got to go back and ask ourselves the question, who report we really believe in? We say we believe these particular reports, right? And then it's like, oh, okay, I believe God until the fire get turned up just a little bit. And then that thing that's on the inside of us that's needing to come up and get worked up and hollered out, snatched out by the angels that's helping us to get free, helping route it out, uproot it and route it out. It don't feel good, but it's necessary. And when it's over, we're healthier. And then we got to keep feeding our mind and feeding our body, not just our physical body, but our emotional body. Because our emotional body will cause our physical body to go to crap, cause our immune system to go to crap, cause our hormonal stability to be crap, cause our sexual reproduction issues to rise on up. And then some men wonder, why am I impotent? Why I don't get the erection like I used to? I used to get up in the morning and I'm strong. Or I ejaculate early. Or I'm having this issue or that issue. And I'm having this feeling and not thinking, oh my God, I've been stressed out and I have not taken care of myself. I've been selfish, right? Selfish to my lust, selfish to what I want, selfish to my emotions. And in that selfishness, I didn't take care of self. And so we got to be careful, right? And not to get so into vanity that you're so worried about what this looks like on the outside, but you want to make sure that it looks right on the outside, meaning healthy, strong, able to take, right? Because this is a strong being, but this is also a weak being. We were made to be so strong in the image and likeness of God. But we also were created to be weak, to depend on him. Right? And whoever you ascribe to as God, I'm not stepping on anybody's toes. This is just my belief. You believe what you desire to believe. But when we call on our Creator and we want that help, right, we have to acknowledge that we weak in certain areas and say, hey, this is what I need. And be just a bit more self-aware to take care of us first. Because I'm telling you, me all day. I'll put the call on the back burner and I'll take care of this one, that one, this one, that one, this one, that one until I'm drowned out, until I'm burnt out. And I'm sitting there and I don't want to do nothing all year because I didn't. I've done that. Burnt out soul. Didn't get the renewal, the refreshing, the fire. Got it in tidbits, just enough for me to put through the year and kind of just like, So then when I did get a chance to and it's time to get up and rev, I just still want to sleep. And I got the ideas and they coming, but my body is like, I don't feel like it. I don't want to. Because we burn out and we don't take care of self. We don't take care of our emotional health. We don't take care of our mental health. We lie about our emotional and mental health. And that's the biggest disservice we can do to ourselves. And that drives down the immune system. Horrible time to do that, especially now, with things that are coming out and things that are changing and evolving and things are dying and being created and being renewed and being refreshed. And, it's time to go up and it's time to mature. And then we want to, close out certain things from our past, but sometimes things just got to go through the process and they'll close out and we just have to trust, right? We got to ask, we got to seek not, then we got to sit and get the instruction, the strategy, right? And then make sure we got the full understanding of the strategy and then ask for wisdom about that knowledge of the strategy and all of that, and then execute. And then we get all that. Sometimes we move before we get all the information and then we go running and then we get disappointed. And then we want to be mad about what we're disappointed about. And then that causes stress. And then the bowels start to move, not like they used to. We don't drink enough water like we used to. We begin to eat things that satisfy and satiate and make us feel better. Trust me, I've done it, right? That's why I got this little extra that done crawled up back on me. But that's okay. It's going to be leaving. But we have to be aware about what we're doing and what we're assimilating and then what we're projecting. Because everything that we do and that's in our emotional health and that's in our selfishness, it does affect everybody around us, especially our assignments that we're supposed to affect. And it may not affect them in a positive way. And then we're responsible, right? And that could be assignment on a job at, you got a project that's due, but you so all in you that you missed fine details. And so the next person that's supposed to pick up from where you left off and your expertise, they're lacking because you didn't do your full job. Because we were so caught up in all of this selfish, unaware, it's about me and my emotions and not sitting in the seat of where that root is really coming from. And then first off, not even asking for help after we get in the awareness that we need help. And then we look and find out once we start to do all of this stuff, right, and get back into the swing of things, right, our bodies start acting crazy, right? We start breaking out and all of that because then we get into the point where the body says, okay, they're ready. We're going to start trying to renew and heal and use whatever was set up, still in reserves for healing. And so now all is coming out. And then why it comes through your skin? Because the kidneys and the liver are overtaxed. And so your skin is your second kidney. So then it's going to come through your skin because it can't go properly through your kidneys. You done waxed them out. You done told them they got to work overtime. And so they like, I need help. And so they tagged in the skin, right? The bowels tagged in the skin. Hey, the lungs tagged in the skin. Hey, now you dry. Hair dry, eyes dry, skin dry, feet peeling, issues up the yin yang. Because we did not take the time to make sure we were okay. We do have to have a bit of self-awareness. I don't want to say selfishness. I want to say self-awareness. Because when you're sitting in your awareness, then you start looking and measuring. You start measuring, well, how many times do I have a bowel movement every day? And what did they say I should have? How many times do I urinate a day? Do my back hurt? Why is my lower back hurting? What do they say about that? Let me get some help. Why is my hair falling out? Let me find out what's really going on. Just like my friend yesterday, and she realized her hair was coming out and she thought it was something else. But she just stopped breastfeeding her baby. So her hormones were changing. So she was shedding off the old because her body is renewing and strengthening for her. And then now she has to be aware to say, okay, I did all of that for my baby. Now I got to make sure that I'm doing it for me, right? Because there are certain hormones and things that are produced while you are breastfeeding. It's just the way the woman's body is. So now you got to go and make sure that you're eating properly. You're doing the right things as far as working out, moving, de-stressing, getting all that off of you, right? And then having some self-awareness to take care of, your mental, your emotional, your physical, your spiritual. And right now is the time to get on top of it because we're about to go into something even more crazy. If you've been watching the news, if you've been paying attention and not just looking at one outlet and getting as much unbiased information that you can. You have to make sure that you're eating strategically. You got to make sure that you're eating consistently in that strategics, right? As well as doing the fasting, making sure you're not eating all that heavy meat. If you're a mucus-filled person, even letting go of the chicken and the turkey and stick with good fish. Not catfish, not tilapia, not shellfish, not bottom feeders. Good fish, right? Right? Okay. But we have to be aware. When we do better, when we know better, we're supposed to do better. Right? When we know better, we're supposed to do better. And then if we don't, we can't get mad at the world because we didn't choose to make the choices that will be better for us and beneficial for us to live past these next couple years, right? Because I say this and my family get mad at me and I love them dearly, but it is, how dare you make me have to interrupt my life when you enjoyed your life and ate what you wanted and drank what you wanted and smoked what you wanted and did what you wanted, until now your body is breaking down and now you're expecting me to cut off what I'm trying to do to go and take care of you? And you have not prepared for none of it. That's selfish. How selfish is that? Right? And then we expect our immune system to be proper. Right? All that energy and stuff that weighs in the solar plexus where your belly button is in your area. And that is the core of where your bowels are. And your pancreas and your liver. Right? And your spleen and your appendix. And then people don't think we need these glands. Those particular lymphatic glands help your immune system. And when they burst, that means your immune system has been overloaded for years. And when you take them out, it can't govern that region of the body that God put it there for. That man don't really clock and understand that's what they're for. And then when you have them take out, you have to really pay attention to your immune system and your lymphatic system and cleaning and strengthening. And then pampering yourself emotionally and mentally and getting the help and the counseling and the therapy, right? But ultimately, that heavenly connection so that you can have the earthly horizontal connection. Because how can you have this, and this if they not symbiotic? You can't do this without this. So we got to handle this, the things that we do with each other, right? And awareness and not be so selfish. Awareness. Awareness of how your body responds to food. Awareness of how your body responds to certain water. Awareness to how your body responds to different atmospheres. And not just shuck it off like, oh, that was just that. No. Awareness. Because those little things can cause us to die. There's so many people that have gotten things and not even paid attention on what they're calling the breakthrough COVID infections, where people did not read the side effects of those particular shots. And then they did not research it because they went in fear and went in selfishness. I gotta be, and it's misalignment in thought instead of being aware. And now you done taken these shots, right? Some women done had heart attacks, and men had heart attacks. Even pregnant, heart attacks after you done had the vaccination. Right? Heart murmurs, heart issues, right? Things turning on and you think, oh, that's nothing. I was like that before and this and that. And you have to be aware. And when you take that shot, you have to make sure that those areas of your body are strengthening. So you have to get with a coach and get with somebody that knows how to do that and teach you how to eat, teach you how to let go, teach you how to defecate properly, urinate properly, exfoliate properly, right? Breathe and respirate properly so that whatever is going on in your body, you're not affecting anybody else because you could be a super spreader, right? That hormone is synthetic, messenger RNA. And so that's messaging in your system to write these particular antibodies as things are progressing, right? And so it doesn't know when to stop, right? Or do we know? We don't know. And so you could be sweating, talking, and affecting even another person that's vaccinated, depending on how their body is. And then it's funny because a lot of people think that in their selfishness, oh, the people that are not vaccinated, you're just to me, and what kind of mess is that? Y'all are the ones that take the vaccination are more hindrance and harmful to people that have it. And so we should be compassionate because nobody beat on you for your choice to do whatever. Again, that's selfishness. And in that selfishness and all that vanity and all that ugly with that selfish, you will begin to build whatever that negative thing is in your body. And then it'll start to inject your happy, good cells, right? Because you haven't been eating and doing the things properly to sustain and strengthen those cells. So those cells can't be easily injected with a foreign substance and then taken over, right? So I just want us to be aware, y'all. I want us to be aware about everything that we're doing, being aware of how we affect other people, the things that we say, the things that we do. Come from a loving place, come from a compassionate place, come from a non-defensive place. And that'll help your body stay in a place to where you can absorb and receive and then let go and excrete, right? So that you can be healthy in your respiration, right? And your reciprocation and building, right? So we have to try. Just try. Try. Get up in the morning and let it not all just be about you as far as the selfishness. But get up in the morning and be aware of you. Be aware of how you feel. Be aware. Did you talk to God? Did you get solid in you? Did you make sure that you eat proper? Did you make sure that you drink proper? Did you make sure that you had a good bathroom experience? Did you clean your skin proper? Did you moisturize it proper? Did you put the right products on that's not going to hurt your kidneys and liver, right? Did we get the help, right? And then what am I going to do for the rest of my day to be productive? So as I affect other people, it's in positive ways, not in selfish ways, right? And again, all that comes back to our immune system and how we build up on the inside and how we project, right? That's all I had to say for today, y'all. Like and share, like and share. I thank everybody for rocking with me. Any questions? Bless you, Mama Cora, Sister Cora. I love you. Tell Mama Price I say, hey, my sister's on here. I bless y'all. I love y'all. Like and share, like and share. Anytime. And for the people that's going to see this down the road, I have my information that's right on there, a website. Oh, and shameless plug. Buy my book, 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 buy my book. It's on Amazon, right? It's only $8.88. Come on, y'all, say it with me. It's under $10. It's $8.88. Some of the best information that you're going to get on how to do things and understand them in layman's terms, right? Not all the medical jargon, but giving it to you in layman's terms, spiritually and naturally, and how to pull the two together so that we can be better, right? So get it. Thank you. Bye Friday. Bye Friday. I'm going to be choosing some people when I get it printed. There's some people that I do want to read it and give me some feedback on how they feel, because I really want to know and I really want to be interactive. And this is what I'm starting to do. I want you to inbox me, right? Instagram, Facebook, and give me your nitty gritty opinion about how you feel or questions that you had in the book. And come with those, and then when I get a good number of information, I'm gonna come back and do like a little Zoom live with the people who purchased, and then really have a good talk and answer questions and get some more feedback, right? So I hope y'all. Yes, it's an ebook. It's an ebook. Right now it's an ebook. So you can, if you don't have like Kindle or anything like that, when you purchase it, you can use Amazon Reader, and that's free. If you have Kindle Unlimited already, you can download it for free and read it for free. So by all means, if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can download it for free, right? And read it and ask questions, right? Underline, ask questions. Challenge me, please. Challenge me. I would appreciate it. I really would, because I want to grow. And I want to grow even more so that I can be better for you, be better for me, so that we all can make it through this thing, right? And get to our next level. Couple of things that I wanted to share too. Again, the reishi mushroom, right? If you're not allergic to mushrooms, this is on my website. This is the 4-ounce bottle, and this should last you for like about 3 months. If you're doing it for the whole house, how long? Yeah, about 3-4 months. And if it's like a house of three, this should last you for like about 2 months, right? And it's like, I think $43.25 on my site, right? And the reishi mushroom, oh my God, it strengthens you from the inside and touches so much in your body when it comes to your hormones, when it comes to your glands and your organs, and ensuring that you are building your immune system and fighting anything that's fighting you in your body. Reishi mushrooms, okay? Formula Max. I love this because it touches everybody. But like my friend on here, she's allergic to black walnut, so she can't have this because then her throat swells up. and all the other good stuff. So whatever happens with her, and one day we pray that they won't bother her no more, something to change and flip over and she can have black walnut. But there is a Formula M doesn't have the black walnut in it, right? So this actually touches just about everything in the body, right? And helps you out. I know they changed the formula a bit, but there's so much in there, like saw palmetto, blessed thistle, mullein, brewer's yeast, hawthorn berries, myrrh, skull cap, white oak bark, marshmallow leaf, and root. What did I miss? Ginseng to help you digest it, but it hits everything. But again, like for Murray, I think I got you the Formula M because it doesn't have black walnut in it. But this actually, the old formula that they had, it had so much more in it, and I hate that they had to change it over. Kind of broke my heart because it had so many other good things in it. But you can put that together. But this is really good in keeping up your immunity, keeping up your balance in your organs and your glands hormonally. Okay? Especially right now today with, for me, I'm about to get a little TMI, but like menses coming and all of that. And so I get irritable and all that other stuff. This helps. Right? This helps. But for those that can't have black walnut or anything like that, like skullcap, valerian root, passion flower, chamomile, lavender, rose, what I'm about to say, wild roses, the ones with like the 5 to 6 petals, the best, right? That'll help you in your hormonal issues when you're off. Licorice root, that'll help you stay balanced, right? And not pop off when you really want to pop off. And you be like, man, keep talking to me. Because I ain't there. I ain't there today. Licorice root. Okay? And that'll control your belly fat from the stress. Right? Stress belly, licorice root is your answer. Licorice root, red raspberry leaf, chamomile to keep you calm and whatever. And a good bowel herb. Turkish rhubarb, strawberry leaves, Cascara sagrada, eating your figs, eating flaxseed oil or flax seeds, grinding them up, raisins, and so many things, prunes. Get your bowels moving, right? So many ways, but get them moving. Water. Okay, and then the last one, because we should be making sure that we are taking these, and that's vitamin A and D, right? Vitamin A and D. Vitamin D, us not having enough vitamin D will cause us to trigger so many different diseases in our body. That imbalance causes us to have so many issues, a myriad of issues. I'm going to have to sit one day and do a live about that. I might pre-record it and then upload it about the woes of not having enough vitamin D, right? And then the differences in the different vitamin Ds and what will be best when you can't find what is necessary, like getting out in the sun. And when you're in the sun, you got to have the magnesium, the manganese, the vitamin A, C, D, E, K to produce it. Sunflower seeds is a very good natural source of vitamin D. Pumpkin seeds, right? So I want us to stay healthy. I want us to stay strong. I want us to stay prayed up. And y'all, let's be aware, right? Let's be aware and try not to be so selfish and so vain, right? And that happens when we start coveting and wanting what somebody else got because we really don't appreciate who we really are, because we really don't know who we are. And we ain't really got comfortable with who we are. So we downplay who we are. And then we start projecting ugly on other people. So let's be self-aware, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all be peace. My website is down there. You can get everything that I showed you is on the website in the store. Any questions about anything, you can inbox me. My telephone number is there. Buy my book. And like and share. And I thank y'all. Y'all be peace. Y'all be love. Mari, I'll be calling you real soon so that we can talk and see how everything's going. But any questions? Yeah, any questions? I love you back, Peps. I love you. Oh, and these two ladies that's on here, the people that are looking and seeing real soon, one of my ladies, I can't say too much about her stuff right now, but in soon, when some things come to And I'm going to push her products because her products are made with love. And I love them. I use them all the time. But my other girl, Mari, she has wonderful CBD products, oils. She is a oil distributor. So get in there. I think it's doTERRA oils that she does. So y'all put y'all websites, or the ones that can, information in the chat. Y'all support each other. Let's support each other. Let's support each other. Because I know I got to get some oils from you. Let's support each other and make sure we make it through this thing, right? And so we'll introduce the oils that'll be good for that too. And one day I'm going to do a live and do with a couple of people in different areas and see how that comes together for the synergy of it all. Because those essential oils do work, but you have to know what you're doing. Okay? All right. Y'all be peace. Y'all be love. Again, like and share. And y'all have a great, great day. Enjoy y'all weekend. Peace.